In my 61 years in Abaco, as I tell the story of the 5 members of parliament that I have been under in North Abaco, most of them ain't got no legacy. Most of them is just a bad dream. And you want to keep dreaming. Don't wake up from them bad dreams. Many of them I don't even know how long they served. But some of them I know how long they served. One-term wonder. The first one was an educator. I don't know where he went to school, but they say he was a good teacher. Sherlin Boodle. Sherlin Boodle was around a long time, him and Pepper. I don't know how many times that he served, but then came the reigns. Hubert Ingram took the baton from him, and Hubert reigned too long. God and man know Hubert been there too long. He been there more than some of them old senators and them statesmen up there in America. I think Hubert was down there about 35 years. And the thing is that the beautiful thing is just like being a pastor. If you've been there that long, find somebody in the community, just like somebody find Hubert in the community, you know. Hubert didn't find himself, but he was so pig-headed. He didn't want nobody to try to catch up his legacy. So he didn't want anybody from this humble beginning to try to go to the level that he went at. He tried to get in the way of everybody. We can vote for Hubert Ingram, but he wouldn't support you to go on that second level. Every time it's time to get somebody from Abaco to run for the F&M, Hubert would find somebody or try to find somebody outside of Abaco, because everybody he considered was a fool, was an idiot. Hubert couldn't find one person that he could handpick in 35 years to carry on the baton like Sherlin Boodle did for him. Let's call that black crab syndrome. They greedy and they don't want you to achieve. I got a lot of blood in me just like Hubert because I watch him. You all see me these wicked ways sometime. I get them from Hubert. I used to watch him day and night. Some places he used to go in at night, I was there because I wanted to see who this man was that I put in my X2. So I know a lot about Hubert. You all think you all know him. I was a desert fox. I didn't sleep at night. I move about. Nobody tell me I see. So we had years of Sherlin Boodle, 35 years of Hubert, and one of the statements that really made me felt glad when Hubert Ingram said nobody should be prime minister more in this country more than 2 terms. I say, yay! When I looked at that little brute come right back there and won a third time. But Hubert, you just said, your word gotta mean something as prime minister. And your first speech said, nobody should run for prime minister more than 2 times in this Commonwealth of the Bahamas. But he wanted to go for 4th time. He was there trying to yuck the rug from under somebody to go for 4th time. But minutes got smart on him, and he changed them people that votes for the prime minister. He fired all of them minutes. Fire all them that was going to vote for Hubert to come back. And if he didn't do that, somebody advised him, you better go and change them because Hubert is out. He's gunning. The rabbit trying to get the gun. Watch that big head rabbit. That's Hubert. But he was going for 4th time. And what is his legacy in Abaco? He may have a legacy in the Bahamas, but he ain't got none in Abaco because they ain't did nothing. He gave the 350 acres or helped to seal the deal for the Abaco Club for 350 acres and 250 acres. He was in charge. He was the prime minister when that 250 acres was given. He gave it to Baker's Bay in exchange for the monies for the deeds of the $3.5 million property. Hubert Ingrome did that. It was never about us. Nobody gets 250 acres, 250,000 for just signing something, the deeds that take but 10 minutes to write that up. We never got that. North Abaco, you can't name 20 people in North Abaco that got 5 acres from Hubert Ingrome. But he gave the expatriates out in Guanakee 250 acres, going at a whopping $3.5 million per lot. And they dig up all the swampland, kill all the crab ground, kill all the mangroves, kill all the fish breeding ground for concrete jungle. The hell with the fish, the hell with the environment. It's about the money. And guess where the money going? All we got is maid service, butler service, little construction job. When that's finished, what happens to the workers? Huh? You never put us in a position to be owners and to be managers and to get that big salary like they're getting, like the Americans getting. Then after Hubert, I could talk with him all night. They finished with him. Then you had Renato Curry, Daddy Boy. That's when you get in big people business. Renato was supporting me, but the boys talk him in. They're not reporting me. Now he's the most hated man. I still could walk to Dundas and Louis Vuitton, but Renato can't walk to Dundas and Louis Vuitton without getting knocked out. Because you came there and you ought not have undercut at Kai Mills. That's how you're there. But your boy that brought you there, he moved from the PLP. He gone F&M. Now he's a big thing in the PLP. And where you is, Renato? The one that they set up to be the member of parliament, and you know you weren't ready. You're there in cyberspace somewhere because you didn't think and you undermine Kai Mills. And then you get Darren Henfield. That's another one. You would find him somewhere there in Turks and Caicos and clean him off, bring him here. And the beautiful thing is the speech that Hubert did down here. Kopostan said, I didn't know that you were interested in politics, Darren. He was not interested in politics. He was trying to see if he could get one law degree. But he saw that you, Hubert, needed somebody to screw the rest of us. I was trying to get the member of parliament. I was trying to get the nomination. So you got in there because you know Minnis was weak. And you told Minnis, Darren is your man. Forget all of these. And that's how he get in there. And he got screwed because he think he was bigger than Abaconians. How could you have somebody, again, after we had 35 years of Hubert representing us, and Hubert had a meeting with us in 20 years. You have Darren Henfield came aboard, haven't lived in Abaco for 35 years, don't know 3/4 of the people that's gonna vote for him, but he's supposed to help the people that he don't know. And we buy into that foolishness. And guess what happened? During the worst time of our life, Darren was the worst member of parliament in the history of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. What his legacy is? He built a little house down in Great Sisters. That's his legacy. Now we have the first Rasta, I think, in the history of the Bahamas as the member of parliament for North Abaco, Kirk Cornish. And the hard thing about being in Kirk position, there's a lot of hurting people. There's a lot of calls coming in. And you can remember which lie you tell. So try not to lie. That's the first thing I want to advise you, Kirk. If you're going to lie, lie straight. Remember which lie you tell, because people remember every lie. You see Kai, I dry. I ain't going to lie to him. I can tell him straight and plain. I cannot buy no pool. I can't buy no plane. I ain't buying no wash and dryer. I ain't buying no stove. I ain't buying no bed set. But don't say, I can see what I can do. That's a lie. Point blank, I would like to help you, but I can't buy them. That's not a part of being a member of parliament. Maybe I could direct you to some services like social service. The DRA was still as a shambles. And maybe These agencies can help you, but don't tell them people you can see what you could do. Because Ronaldo saw what he could do, and he gone. Darren saw what he could do, he gone. Yuba saw what he could do, he gone. Pepper Drive, Sherwin Boodle, Radio the Power. He was riding around with a little short Haitian called Pepper. So the Haitians was there a long time. Pepper was driving Teacher Boodle long time before we really know what Haitian was. A Haitian was the member of parliament for North Abaco, Sherwin Boodle. Chauffeur, Pepper. That's history. Kai Cares. Take it in.